Hey, y'all, tell me why the police did a welfare check and found 7 bodies in here. This happened in 2023, and why didn't I hear about this?
January 4th, 2023. In a quiet neighborhood in Enoch, Utah, where doors were rarely locked, the silence became the biggest warning sign. Tasha Height, 40, was known for her strict punctuality. When she missed an online appointment and stopped responding to messages, a friend's hunch turned into an urgent 911 call. The concern wasn't unfounded. Tasha was in the midst of a turbulent divorce and had already expressed real fears about her safety. That afternoon, officers Humphrey and Roy arrived at the residence for a welfare check, unaware that they were about to enter one of the most devastating crime scenes in the state's history.
Hi, Katie, who is going through a divorce and was going to go back to her home last night. They had to do some paperwork. And I'm a little bit concerned. We were supposed to, we had an appointment scheduled that she missed. She doesn't ever miss appointments. Is there any way I can set up to do a well check at her home?
Okay, and you said she was supposed to go back home last night, was it?
Yeah, she was away with her parents for like a week, I think, with the kids, and was going to go home last night as they had some divorce paperwork. But I know that she was a little bit concerned for her safety that way, and I just want to make sure she's okay. I can't get her by phone or email, and it's not like her to miss an appointment. It's only been an hour. It's not even yet. It's been an hour. But
okay, do her and her ex still live together?
Yes. Yeah, that was what the situation was. He was refusing to leave the home, and that's what the paperwork was. She was going to file paperwork to get him out.
Okay, and she said that to you specifically that she was concerned for her welfare about going home?
Yeah, she had some concerns about that, and I had some concerns just from talking to her, too. I was encouraging her not to do that, but I'm not sure what she decided, but I know her plan was to go home.
Okay, why is she concerned?
She has had some violent tendencies in the past, and I believe CPS has been involved, and I actually believe she came and spoke to the police department a couple weeks ago to let her know divorce was upcoming, just because she didn't really trust him.
Okay, and you said she missed an appointment today. Was that like an appointment for you guys to meet up together, or?
Yeah, I'm actually out of state, otherwise I would probably check on her myself, but okay. We had a time we were going to meet. We're going to do a video chat.
Okay. And here, do you know by chance, in the past, like, can you explain to me, like, how he was violent? Was it just...
I know they had a well check with CPS down there. It was with one of the kids. He just has anger issues.
Okay. Do you know if drugs or alcohol are a factor?
No drugs or alcohol, no.
Okay. And do you know if there are any weapons involved?
I've been talking about that. There are firearms in the house. I think they're locked up. I was actually encouraging her to get those out and turn them into you, because I knew in Utah you could do that. I used to practice. I know they had guns, but she thought they were safe, locked up, because I was trying to ask if he would have access to those. But I don't know what happened that way. I'm actually thinking he might still have access to those. But they are at least locked up in their house. But I think he has access to open the lock. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be confusing about that.
Okay. And then
they're safe from the kids getting to them.
people you said come after Hurricane?
Laverkin, maybe? Laverkin Hurricane?
You can see if there's anybody else at that house. Laverkin.
I'll have someone go by it.
The silence outside the house was absolute. After several failed attempts to make contact, the police obtained the key from a family friend. Upon crossing the threshold, the heavy air confirmed the worst. What followed was a progression of horror in each room.
Because we have a missing person. We have a welfare check.
You wanna know what's crazy? Like, if the friend didn't call, they would probably been there way longer. Cause you can tell somebody, they all inside this house. Cars outside, no activity. You know what's finna go on.
On two of the exact same parents. Kids are not in school. If the door's unlocked, do we have an unsecure premises? It's locked.
We got the bishop and the Isaac inside. Just go ahead.
See, there's 606 1050.
How can we get in the house?
Anders is in there right now. I just heard him gonna come out.
Right here.
Well,
Where do you want? Where do we need to put a house?
look here, we have one more deceased in this bed. Appears to be a gunshot to the face. Check in this room back here.
Hello, please.
One sister.
Room by room, the body count rose systematically. There were no signs of struggle, nor attempts to escape. 8 people had been executed with shots to the head. Among the victims were Tasha, her 78-year-old mother, Gail Earl, and the couple's 5 children, 17-year-old Briley, 7-year-old twins Sienna and Ammon, and 2 younger children aged 12 and 4. At the center of the tragedy was the body of the patriarch, Michael Haight.
Yeah.
So you couldn't move on with your life that bad that you had to go through all this. I understand. Look, I understand being mad and being not wanting them to take half your stuff, but this, nah, you don't gotta, don't do this. I be trying to tell men all the time, if you sit right there and feel like you can't deal with this, don't get married. If you feel like you can't deal with what come with being married, and that come with probably breaking up and losing mostly all your stuff, everything almost, more than half, you're going to be losing more like 70%. If you ain't ready for that, then don't even get married. I'm not going to lie to you. If you're not ready to lose, because unless you're a billionaire, even them, they still coming out 400, 500 million. So what you think, like, come on. Like, it's going to hit you way harder than it hit them. Like, yeah, that's a lot, but they can still do whatever they want versus you, a normal person, even if you got money. When she get half or 70, 60% of your money, how much money do you have? Okay. All that playing go out the window real quick. That's why I be trying to tell people, if you ain't ready to get married or know what come with it.
Cedar 673 prioritize this channel. I have 2 deceased.
Don't say I'm gonna get a prenup. Don't do that. It don't work.
Cedar 6. Go ahead, I got you. Phoenix City Police Department. Anybody in the hall? Make yourself known.
There ain't nobody in that house,
This
man.
room.
I remember this room, so I remember somewhat of this. I remember somewhat of this part. Well, not this part,
Nobody?
but I remember that room. I remember this area.
Phoenix City Police Department. Anybody in the house? We got another one deceased right here.
Yeah, ain't nobody. Yeah, nobody alive. That's crazy.
Where are you going? Where do we?
We need to clear the house. Clear here. We have one more deceased in this bed. Appears to be a gunshot to the face. Check in this room back here. One deceased here. Clear. Making good. I'm checking here. No, you're good. Wait. Yeah. One more.
What?
Gunshot back ahead.
Sure.
Shots to the head.
Boys, down here, make yourself known.
2, 4, 6. Hold right there, Chief. Phoenix City Police Department. One more up top, blood on bed.
That's the bathroom here.
Yeah, mess. One more down here.
Oh my lord.
Bathroom's clear.
Check in this room.
It's like every room is somebody. Oh man.
Another gunshot. Or, sorry, I don't know that, but appears to be. Nope. One more. Gunshot back of the head. Nobody else. Just a vacuum that's gonna fall. Go.
Sauna. That way. Left. Opening. Safes. Got keys in 2 safes down here.
Clear here.
Going over that. Seconds, Chief, I got you.
Assuming this is outside.
That's
Got another dead body. This is Michael here.
Put it in one door, Chief. Hold on.
go ahead, 671.
Nope.
Where? Cedar. Premises is clear.
Let's talk.
I'm just letting dispatch know the house is clear.
Hold on.
Don't come in. Nobody go upstairs and don't let anybody in.
Hey, stay out.
Just right here.
We need crime scene tape. Start fencing off
The house.
everything.
You got some in your car?
No.
'Cause I can't.
Call Gary.
Okay, no problem.
Cedar 60. 6W6. Can you notify the county attorney?
Hey, yeah.
I got Travis calling Gary. So we can get things.
Yeah, and I was just with Gary, so
Do
hopefully
you have any crime scene tape in your truck?
I do. Let's keep everything as pristine as we can. We'll section this off.
To the local community and the church they attended, the Heights were the image of perfection. But away from the public eye, the reality was one of suffocating and abusive control. Michael refused to relinquish control over what he considered his most valuable possession, his family. Investigations revealed that Michael's behavior had already raised red flags years earlier, with appearances at Child Protective Services following allegations of abuse against his eldest daughter. In December 2022, Tausha finally decided to end the cycle and filed for divorce. For Michael, Tausha's freedom was a sentence he would not allow to be carried out. If he couldn't control them, no one else could. The crime was not a momentary outburst or an act of thoughtless desperation. Digital forensics in Michael's search history revealed a cold, calculating nature. Days before the massacre, he meticulously researched the sound of gunfire. He wanted to know how loud is a 9mm gunshot inside the house, and would the neighbors hear a gunshot fired in the garage? Michael was calculating the silence necessary to complete his execution without interference. In his suicide note, he showed no remorse. Instead, he distilled hatred, stating that he would rather rot in hell than endure what he called his wife's manipulation. The Enoch massacre left a permanent scar on Utah. 7 innocent lives were taken by the ego of a man who confused love with ownership. The case serves as a brutal reminder that the most lethal danger often comes not from a stranger on the street, but from the person sleeping in the next room. The tragedy of Tausha and her children reinforces the urgency of identifying the signs of coercive control before isolation becomes absolute. 7 lives were cut short, but their stories remain as a warning that silence should never again be the only sound heard in home in crisis. If this case touched you in any way, leave a comment below.
Man, look at this. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. He don't look like a normal person. Like, that's what everybody's problem is. On the outside, it looked like just a normal, happy family. Nothing about him looks normal. Nothing about him doesn't look like he doesn't tweak out and start punching on his wife. Like, nothing about him. Like, y'all don't want to be, y'all don't, this was wrong with the world. Everybody offended by everything and don't want to offend people. I don't care. I'm saying through all this, I see the way that you got your kids and they really uncomfortable. You made them take this picture and they really don't want to take it. The teenage daughter, this fake smile, this, my dad made me, like, I was a teenager at one point. I know what I was his age. I was her age. Like, I was their age at one point. You know that, right? Like, I can tell when somebody is looking like, I took this picture because they made me. Come on. And then I can tell by the house how big the house was. He was one of them, I pay the bills. I do this. I do that. I'm the main one. Even if the wife was doing something, it wouldn't matter. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. Talking about, I don't trust no people that look like him. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but when they act and look just exactly like him, look at them perfect, and you gonna start being like, oh my gosh, so many people. Yeah, okay, put 2 and 2 together, and you will learn. Like, no, if your family is perfect, or you have kids and they don't never be outgoing enough, I'm gonna look at you a little different. I'm not gonna lie, not outgoing like that, but I mean, like, if you see kids at church, say I go to church, right? Say I go to church because I used to always be in church. Probably went to church more than most of y'all. Facts. But say I go to church, right? And I, like, you just see the same kids there every day. You can, like, okay, this time she good all the time, but this time she might be a little bad and might not listen a little bit, this and that. If your kids are on discipline, straight edge, with no creativity, don't even want to really do anything, it's something wrong with them. And the something wrong with them is you. You are the something that is wrong with them. Exactly. That's what people fail to realize, because kids get modeled after what you do, after how you teach them. So that's your teachings. Like, you want your kids to act like they 50 and not play and not get dirty and not, like me, I expect my children to be bad. Like, I expect them not to be bad, but do bad things every now and then. Like, yeah, okay, I dropped that. Okay, I wasn't supposed to touch that. Oh, like, it's kids. That's what they do. He probably went above and beyond. Go in your room. I don't trust people like him. And when the world start to realize to judge people more and actually say the truth, and even if it hurt, like, come on. All these kids they don't even like you. I'm sorry to tell you, but they don't. They don't. You got a whole, man, I don't think y'all don't see it. They have a whole, this family doesn't look happy. This a happy family to y'all. That's why America is the way it is now. Okay. Hit that like a subscribe button. She tried to tell y'all. Dead ass. Hopefully somebody watching this can get the idea and the gist and the picture though.